Do you need... hello, this is Dan from About That Life in Japan. Hello, this is Dan from About That Life in Japan. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Okay, I'm trying something out new with the channel. I've got my super duper producer, Yulia, coming in to help me out with this. And she is a super anime guru. Anime, pretty much everything Japanese. She's really pretty cool. And she's going to be sending me some interesting videos, I hope, some interesting videos to react to. I'm pretty new with this. This is something we're going to try out. I'm hoping this podcast / hobby zone will be interesting for folks that are not living in Japan or in Japan, and hopefully you can find something interesting out of this. Yeah, so let's get to it.
Today I'll be sending you videos that are not anime related.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
okay.
Yes, you can check your phone.
Okay. Alright. Non-anime related.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I've seen this gentleman's site. Not just his site, but I think I've seen his YouTube videos. I can't remember his name.
Takashi.
Is it Takashi in Japan? Okay, yeah. And yeah, he started out, pretty interesting, and yeah, he's blown up. He's done pretty well.
He has recently a couple of really viral videos, and this is one of them.
Okay, okay.
風俗に行くことは浮気かどうかっていう、どう思いますか？
浮気じゃない。浮気じゃない。気持ちの浮気は嫌なんですけど、性欲の浮気は別に勝手にしてくれるんやったらいいかな。万人と連絡取れる間でやられるよりは、店でちゃんとしてもらった方がいいです。
イエス。なんかわざわざ風俗に行く意味がわかる。
Wow. So, yeah. Is it prostitution? Well, one, any of these ladies that are in a relationship and welcoming the addition to their relationship being a prostitute is interesting. That's all I can say about that. I don't know. The idea that some ladies would allow this is quite interesting to me. Yeah, I think this is something that might be unique to Japan. I don't think this would be quite acceptable in the United States. Although I haven't lived in the United States for the past 20 years, I still find it hard to believe that some ladies I know from Texas, where everyone's got a gun, I don't think it would be quite acceptable to go out, do a little something, even if you're paying for it, and then come back home. I think you wouldn't have a home or a bed to come back home to. And I think this is quite definitely something that's unique to Japan. But yeah, let me think about that. Even in Tanzania, it might be okay in Tanzania. There's a little area out there where some gentlemen might go to explore, things outside of their relationship. But it seems like the majority of these ladies, I think there are a younger bunch too. That might be key. I mean, I'm 48, and these ladies are definitely not in their 40s. It seems like the majority of these ladies up to this point have mentioned, professional workers, prostitutes. And by the gentleman going to a professional location to pay for it, it seems to be acceptable. Again, that's something I think that is incredibly unique to Japan. Takashi hit on something pretty interesting. I would like to know the men's side of things. How would a gentleman feel if his lady went to a gentleman's club, strip club, bar, whatever, and enjoyed some of the same, did some of the same things? I wonder how some of the men would react to that. I could tell you again, yeah, I love my house, but I'd have to burn it to the ground. Okay. Yeah, that's nuts.
Next is about, because Halloween is coming up.
Okay. So let's take a look at this.
Shibuya says the party's over. This year, the ward is asking those celebrating to stay away from the station area.
We want to tell the world that Shibuya is not a Halloween venue. We urge people not to come near Shibuya Station during the period.
The ward says it's bracing for big crowds since the Japanese government eased its coronavirus restrictions in May. The mayor says there are new plans this year to handle the event. Drinking in public places such as parks and roads was already banned from October 27th to November 1st. Now, convenience stores and other businesses in the area will also be asked not to sell alcohol that weekend. About 100 security staff will also be deployed near the station to keep people moving.
This is strange. I mean, I find this really, really strange because we're not under any type of pandemic, protocols. Right now, everyone's pretty much, you can wear a mask if you want to, you can remove a mask if you want to. So pretty much going outside in public and enjoying the outside, especially this season, because it's autumn, and autumn in Japan is beautiful, it's amazing, it's so comfortable. And I find it kind of, odd that they would specifically target Shibuya, which is again one of the most popular areas in Japan for not just people in Japan, but foreigners that come to Japan to visit. They're targeting Shibuya to say, hey, don't serve alcohol, don't come to this area on this weekend, don't enjoy this area because we are afraid that some people are going to take it too far. And those people might be dressed in Halloween get up in gear and just, again, they might take it too far. I think that's kind of, I don't know, it's unfair to, as a business person, I think it's unfair to the businesses because obviously they want to do their business and profit from this very, very busy area. They're paying ridiculously expensive and high rents to do business in this area for that specific reason, to get those customers and those clients, those foreigners and tourists and the travelers that come to that area to be in Shibuya, to enjoy Shibuya. And just because of Halloween and some, there are going to be some people that are going to go crazy, but even if it, outside of Halloween, there's still going to be some people that go crazy in that area. There are going to be some people that drink a little too much, take it too far, just because I'm in Shibuya, they're going to go crazy. That's just how it is. You're always going to have a 10%. But I mean, that's the way it's always been, right? I think with the idea that, okay, now that the doors, the floodgates are open, okay, traveling is encouraged now, that might be a concern, that there are not enough police officers to properly support those businesses and to properly police and manage the extra influx of tourists. But it kind of takes the fun out of it. And again, people are paying incredibly expensive rents to do business here. I just can't imagine a business saying, okay, yeah, let's not do business on this weekend. Weekend? Alcohol? Weekend? Come on. That's what.
It happened probably just because of a couple of years ago, or like last year, there was a guy in Joker, and also a lot of people raised concerns about that you cannot see faces, and it like raises kind of fear that like what if something happens, they will not be able to find the guy.
20 years ago, maybe before you came to Japan, definitely before you came to Japan, I think almost 20 years ago, there was an Ohm incident on the train, and they attacked and they did some terrible things, and their faces were in broad daylight, so there are always going to be people out there that are key to do some wrong. That's just the nature of society. Again, there's the 10% and there's the horrible 1%. And there's also the great people that do the right thing and enjoy these festivities the right way. It seems, again, counterproductive by targeting everyone. And that, to me, that's just typical of how things happen in Japan. Some things can't get... we can't just target this one specific group, so we're going to just boom, cut it all out. And that's generally how things happen here, at least from my experience. Good or bad, I'm not, saying anything good or bad in this specific case. As a business person, I would definitely not like that. But for the most part, yeah, I think there are other things that might have been, limiting the number of the amount of alcohol that people can drink. I mean, having those businesses, hey, pay attention to your clients and customers. Don't just keep throwing alcohol at them because you're getting paid. Let's be a little good citizens and try and do some good and enjoy the holiday and hopefully help the clients get home safely, because that's ultimately what happens. If they do go and do something wrong after drinking, it's happened a lot in the past with golfers that go out and drink and then they go and drive and get in an accident, someone gets hurt, they're penalized. Not only the golfers, the drivers, but the places where they went and drank. So this could be a similar case. Hey, be mature about it, be good citizens, and try and look out for your fellow citizens. But yeah, cutting the whole area, that's just, that's tough. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Even more so, if you'd like to share your thoughts, please comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say.
Good.